Hello everyone, welcome to Projects with Corin. Today we are going to learn new concept in Svelte, which is event handling. Now what happens is that in most of the applications you will want to track user actions on the application so that you can execute a particular set of codes based on that actions. So to do that in Svelte we have on directive. To understand this, let's take an example of a click counter. For that, we will declare a variable in script section which will be let count equal to 0. Then we will make a button in main section. So and we'll be attaching that variable to this button. So now save it, and if you look in, you can see we have a button. Now let's give it the click event. For this, we will use on colon click equal to curly braces, and we will define a function in here which will be count equal to count plus 1. Save it, and here you can see when I click on the button the count variable updates. So how many clicks I have made? I have made 9 clicks for by now. Now this approach we have used here is called inline approach because the function and the click event, or you can say the on directive, are in the same line. So it is good for simple functions like this, but if you want to execute some complex logic, we don't prefer this. We prefer a different approach. So let me make a copy of this. Now we will remove everything from here and also remove this. So we will make a function in script section which will be handle click. Now make this function here const handle click equal to the function, and here what we will do, we will update count equal to count plus 1. So save it, and if you look at here we have now two buttons. So if I click on the second one, it is working just as fine as the first one. Now here you can see I have used the function. What happens is that when we use these type of functions, when we use these complex logic, we might need the event variable. What is event variable or event object? See, whenever I click on it, JavaScript generates a very detailed event object which contains a lot of information. To get that particular information, what we will do, we will make some changes here. So make it an arrow function, and here also, and here we will get the event object. So event, and we have the event object. So to see this, we will use console.log event. Save it and open the element inspector. So here, if let me refresh it again. So if I click on it, see, we have a pointer event. It contains a lot of information. Is trusted, altitude, angle, page coordinates, type of the event. So here also page coordinates, it is written in different form like x and y, here page x, page y. So you can use these variables or this information based on your application. Now sometimes what happens is that we need our own parameters also. So for that, what we will do, we will just define our own parameter after the event object. So let's suppose I want to increment the count variable for this button by 5. So I will write 5 here, and I will define a variable here, step size. And in count, we will use the step size. Let's make a copy of this button first and change this 5 by, save it. So let's see, we have 3 buttons here. Let me refresh it so that this object is cleared. Close it. And if I click on the first button, count will be incremented by 1. Second button, count will be incremented by 5. Third button, count will be incremented by 10. So here you can see we can use different parameters based on our application. So this is all for this video. We have covered most of the part of event handlers. So there are multiple event handlers like on abort, on click, everything. So I would recommend you to go through documentation once so that you know different type of event handlers. So we will meet in next one. Till then, bye.